the same thing. They just saw the song fitting perfectly in the game. You know, it's just crazy to think about.
Are you a 2K fan?
Absolutely. That's my favorite game. I've been playing 2K since the one with Iverson on the cover.
So you've been playing the game for so long. What does it mean to you now that you are in NBA 2K?
It means a lot to me. That means history to me. Something that was a part of my childhood, I now get to grow up and say, I'm a part of that. It's not just something that I watched from the outside looking in, you know? This is definitely one of the top moments of my career.
What do you hope the 2K community gets out of your music?
First and foremost, inspiration. Hopefully, it peels back a layer and allows for you to just want to strive to your fullest potential at all times.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was in phase, now it's better days, now my paper straight.
Rip City, are you ready? Hi, I'm Mark Mason, the public address voice of your Portland Trail Blazers. And you'll hear me call Trailblazers games right here on NBA 2K22. At guard, 6'3", wearing the letter O, Damian Lillard. Right now, my favorite, obviously, is Damian Lillard. And he's the last one introduced. There's a crescendo. I like C.J. McCollum. 3J McCollum. Yusuf Nurkic. I love it when he dunks, and I've learned a little bit of Bosnian along the way. He's taught me. Yusuf Nurkic, Bosanska Svija. And that means Bosnian beast. I like to introduce our Euro players in their native language. Centa, 2 metry 13 iz Bosne I Herzegovina, broj 27, Yusuf Nurkic. When Dame hits the big ones, I've learned over the last 7 seasons that it doesn't matter what I say, because nobody's going to hear it. Dame Dalla for 3. Dame time. Maybe part of my voice cuts through the insanity of the crowd because they're going wild. I don't try and top the crowd. I just kind of stay a little bit underneath them and let the crowd do the work. Portland Trailblazer fans, loyal, enthusiastic, knowledgeable. They know the game. Ant-Man for 3. The origin of Rip City came from Bill Schonely, the original radio guy. He's an icon in Portland. And when he was calling a game, they put a microphone near the basket, and for some reason he heard it. Ball never hit the rim. It went right through at an angle that kind of tore the cords a little bit. You know how you hear that little tear, that little swoosh? And he said it just came into his mind. He just said, Rip City. And out of that small, impromptu, improvised moment, a legend is born. Rip City, are you ready? Blazers win.
It's Wild Wayne, voice of the New Orleans Pelicans. We're returning this week to present your top plays of Season 2. And look, you can help us award that 100,000 VC. Let's check out the finalists. And the first winner of Season 2 was King Retro's 5TTV. He sent in this crazy bounce lob and won in the wreck. You gotta love it. Boy, he put it down. And the next winner was E. Matthews 12. He saved the game with the last-second block. Get that out of here, son! You know defense saves the day. And from episode 9, your winner was G3000 with the picture-perfect ankle-breaking jam. Season 2, you selected Guarding EJ. Snatching ankles with Donovan Mitchell. Which play soars above all the rest? You know I rock with the pals. Anyway, vote now for your top plays of Season 2. And remember, you can be on 2KTV by submitting your best plays using the hashtag 2KTVWild. Thanks to everybody out there. It's definitely been a blast, and I'll see you inside Pelicans games in NBA 2K22. Let go.
My name is Suevo. Catch my song Never Lose on 2K22.
Suevo, welcome to 2K TV. Your song was chosen to be in NBA 2K22. I wanted to know, like, if you had listened to the 2K soundtracks before and then styled a song that you think would be best for the next 2K soundtrack and you submitted that song, or was it something that you already had in mind?
I was actually on the last 2K. I submitted a song called Zone, so it was on 2K21. So I already knew they kind of wanted something upbeat, so I just kind of followed that same formula and made a song from scratch this time, just using like basketball and sports, you know, based lyrics, and then submitted it.
Describe your sound and your style.
Hard to kind of put a box on it and say it's a specific sound. However I'm feeling, however I want to express myself creatively, that's how I do that.
What do you hope the 2K community gets out of hearing your music on 2K?
Honestly, I just want them to be able to vibe to it. I just want them to hear the song and be like, yeah, I'm finna slam dunk on this fool. I just wanted to provide a good bounce, a good steady beat for people to feel like playing the game.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Phoenix Suns. At power forward, Otto Porter. At the other forward position, Mikal Bridges. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At point guard, Chris Paul. At the other guard position, Devin Booker. The head coach of the visiting team is Monty Williams. Let's hear it for the starting five of your Oklahoma City Thunder. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 16. Starting at center, at 6'9", number 15, Derek Favors. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'8", number 3. At the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 13, Jaren Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The head coach for your Oklahoma City Thunder is Mark Daignault. And let's hear it for your Oklahoma City.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Phoenix Suns with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the stars' prerogative to change teams. And so often, they choose the destination markets. For the small market teams, that leaves one option. Draft your superstar and build around him quickly. Because, guys, that clock is ticking faster than ever.
It always does. Thank you, DA. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Bridges out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Favors is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Holland in at the 3. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Teardrop shot, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his team on the board to start the game for the Thunder. Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Drains it from beyond the arc.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is, I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Booker. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Booker the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Ayton trying to break free. Paul can't get it to go. And he drives in, and Giddey gets it to go.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bounce pass from Bridges.
Pick coming.
Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Here's Giddey. Last game out, he had 14. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jackson. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Booker outside. 11 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander quick off his feet. Defense doesn't have time to react.
Bridges kicks to Porter.
Oklahoma City foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Booker outside. Pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Booker. And that one, good.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Here's Giddey, defended by Booker. Passes it to Jackson. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Softly drops in the floater. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Booker. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. And for Gilgeous-Alexander, he's a leader. Very young, but that role fell to him.
Yeah, the clear star of a very young team. OKC has handed him the keys to the franchise. He will likely be the leader of this team for a long time.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen them burying their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. A good first half for them in that department.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric has checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And Magician subbed in for Paul. Free throw no good for Ayton.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Here's Holland. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Now here's Johnson. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Oklahoma City trailing. Schroeder looking around. Outside, Dort. Over Saric. Dort misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Booker the pass to Johnson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Here's Schroeder. Cans it from short range.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Now here's Booker. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Schroeder. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Over in the corner, Dort. The pass to Daniels. And he dunks it down.
Boy, wide open teammate. Really pretty pass by Lou Dort. No hesitation there.
Suns leading by 3. Here's Magician. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Ayton inside. Defended by Dort. And the shot goes down. And the Suns lead by 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Saric against Jackson. They get the rebound. Some solid defense from Saric.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Magician. Back to Booker. To the inside. Magician. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Assisted by
Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Here's Schroeder. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And that one's good, Ayton. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Saric against Jackson. Dort left side to the left wing. Here's Holland. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action after this word. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, you know, another thing they've been having success with has been the three-point shot.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Maledon. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Daniels in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was all business. He scored 22 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Now, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Now Diallo. Driving in, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. What's the pick? Johnson right side, over Daniels. A shot by Johnson, no good. Thunder trailing by 13. And here is Maledon. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Johnson with the block. Here's Magician. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Saric kicks to Diallo. Saric against Jackson. Johnson in the corner. It's good. Nice touch there from Magician. Magician's got 7 points in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
And Cam Johnson, a surprise pick, Doris, when he was taken 11th back in 2019. Many wondered, I recall, what the Suns saw. Now, that's not the case.
Well, that's exactly right, because most projections had him as a late first-round pick. The Suns front office, give them credit. They saw the upside of Cameron Johnson, and boy, he is now viewed as one of the steals of that draft.
And the basket by Jackson.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, then that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. That one misses.
Well, for an old-school big man to make a living in today's game, you've got to be a great rebounder and defender. Thankfully for Derek Favors, he is both.
Well, over a decade in the league, and in that time, it's a game that has changed a ton. This guy brings plenty of value to the table because he's so sound.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And that one falls for Favors.
Most people would say Derek Favors a throwback big man, right? The guy wants to be effective at posting up, but he can shoot the face-up jump shot as well.
Payne, he's checked in for the Magician. And so Favors nails both of them. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Diallo. Now Payne. On the wing, Bridges. Defended by Dort. It's stolen by Dort. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. And the rejection by Smith. Down low. Tipped away. Now here's Payne. Gilgeous-Alexander covers. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Favors. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Favors has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Pass to Porter. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Giddy the pass to Favors. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors trying to break free.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And finished off by Porter.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here's Giddy. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Dort passes to Daniels, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches. And the rejection by Favors.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
To the paint, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Payne looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bridges outside. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And the Thunder making a switch here. Hollins checked in. And for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Smith. Devin Booker comes in for Diallo. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
The drive by Booker. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Steps back and fires. The offensive rebound, Daniels. They shoot again. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Daniels has got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Right wing. Here's Holland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
I see him.
6 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Thunder with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. From the high post. Here's Daniels. Got a piece of it. Booker in the post. 2 points. That one goes.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Bridges. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander against Porter. Elbow shot is on the way. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
But Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Now here's Booker. He's got 13. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Favors passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holland. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds it to Favors. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 13 with the basket coming from Favors. Out to the right wing. Ayton against Favors. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And that one drops.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Here's Giddey. Back to Jackson. And the shot is long.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Booker against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Takes a three. Rebound by the Suns.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Paul, right side. Now, here's Ayton. 6 points for him. Back to Paul. Inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the best pick-and-roll players in the history of NBA basketball. He has mastered that aspect.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Holland. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Holland's got his first points of the game.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
And there's the pass to Payne. Here's Magician, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down, my goodness.
Here's Schroeder after the Suns pick up two. Payne grabs the board. Pass to Diallo. And no good. Nice defense from Dort. One of the most team-friendly contracts in the league. Doris, you and I were just talking about this. Lou Dort, he's been a great deal for the Thunder.
Oh, my goodness. Under $2 million a year until the year 2023. Think about all he brings to this team. Once that contract expires, gentlemen, he's in for a big raise.
Here's Magician after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Diallo with it. Dort covering. Just 4 to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Dort.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more." More women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Daniels, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Suns making a change here as well. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Smith.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Phoenix leading by 9. Payne with it. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Outside, Dort. It's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Johnson. Now Diallo, defended by Dort. Now Diallo. Shoots over Dort. Here's Magician. A beautiful reverse layup. Magician's got 12 in the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Daniels. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Payne. Sharge outside. And here's Payne. Here's Magician. Offline with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Dort passes to Meladon. Schroeder outside. Floats one up. Here's Daniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Sharge.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting 2.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy right here? Yeah, I got this.
That free throw good from Daniels. Booker, he's checked in for Cameron Payne.
I got mine. You got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man.
Both free throws good from Daniels. Suns leading by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Schroeder outside. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Sharge.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
At the line for your Thunder, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Thunder. Lou Dort out there with Jackson. Then there's Favors. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2. Here's Booker. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Favors. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Because Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. And he's starting to cook a little bit.
Here's Magician. Johnson up top, guarded by Jackson. Jackson against Johnson. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound.
Shoot that, man. Take that.
Suns moving the ball around.
Get outside. Screen coming.
Ayton against Dort. The 3. They get it back. And Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 4.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Here's Giddey. And the shot is good.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, here's Dort. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Hollins checked in. Porter's checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Magician. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And that one's good, Ayton.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Passes it to Holland. Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. To halt the run. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Paul finds Booker.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Giddey. Defended by Booker. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his second.
Now, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
Free throw good, Booker.
From the moment he entered the league, Devin Booker has been an offensive force. This is one of the rare players in league history to put a 70-piece on the board.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Hollins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Derek Favors with the slam.
At 6'10", Derek Favors will always be a threat to jam it home, exposes the defense there.
Here's Booker, and the rejection by Jackson.
Suns ball.
On defense, the Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Holland, defended by Bridges. Hollins kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Puts it up. Again, the Thunder score.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now here's Booker. There's the pass to Porter. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker looking around. That's good from Paul on the assist by Booker.
Timeout.
Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girls.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Here's Holland. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half. Phoenix calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Booker. Count that one.
Well, just an intelligent move by Booker, right? If you got to get to the mid-range game to open up other aspects, do it.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jackson. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Magician. He's covered by Favors. Magician passes to Booker. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Jackson.
Phoenix ball.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
1:16 left to play in the final quarter.
Let it fly.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Way to hit it.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the middle. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jackson.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Magician passes to Porter. To the inside, Magician, and the rejection by Favors. And he recovers it. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Timeout. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder Girl. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girl.
Get mine, get mine.
Giddey the pass to Howell. To the wing on the left. Here's Giddey. No good with the triple. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Booker the pass to Magician. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Hey, 24/7, I'm a real one. I ain't got no money problems, I ain't got no children. Dodging baby drama, whoop, that's a close one. Like a host, but her face like she hosts some. Whole food shopping, and she work out every day. You know them popping stomach going apple cider vinegar. She do something to me good. Got you thinking me and you something. Thought it was, ayy, thought it was. 4 5s, 2 10s, that's a dub. Said she just graduated, I'm in love. Said she like to do the lounge, she don't rock with the clubs. My type, yeah, my type. Like Biggie, if they right, I'm there all night. Like Easy, when I see it, I'm on sight. Like Kendrick Lamar, we gon' be off. When I used to shoot my shot, you a matrix. Now you reappear, but I hate. Look, nobody likes a fake rope. Yeah, love who I am, not my bankroll. But I'm up, so that is not realistic. Shoot my shot, then I check the. Shoot my shot, then I'm on to the next one. Shoot my shot, no stress when I'm.
Shoot my shot, Steph Curry, it's a swish. Gucci or Dior, you come explore the way I live. Been taken for. Put the chrome out on your drip. Add up mathematics, just like magic way it flip. Look at the tone. Brown skin, just like the paddock on my arm. Bouncing, you get allowance, icy charm. Fountain, I make it rain, a thunderstorm. Private flights and private nights, nobody knowing. Told her she would with the one. They was snoring. Sleeping on me, woke 'em up alone. Hating, I don't even know like how you doing. Before I got this rich, I wasn't. My life was ruined. Driving in my coupe today, my window tinted, eat the plate like anime. Do it and she get the bait. $1 million to 1 million in the code say. I dress in the coldest way. That though I just told
When I used to shoot my shot, you a matrix. Now you reappear, but I hate. Look, nobody likes a fake rope. Yeah, love who I am, not my bankroll. But I'm up, so that is not realistic. Shoot my shot, then I check the. Shoot my shot, then I'm on to the next one. Shoot my shot, no stress when I'm. These don't respect my grind. She calling rain checks, don't respect my time. Calling rain checks, cause she knows she a dime. I make the bounce, I'm Bank of America. I got Sydney and Erica, I got Stacy and Maryland. I got plenty of. Don't make me make no comparison. I should embarrass these. But I'ma come back down. Got the Maybach, ask her how she gon' act now. I used to shoot my shot, you a matrix. Now you reappear, but I hate. Look, nobody likes a fake rope. Yeah, love who I am, not my bankroll. But I'm up, so that is not realistic. Shoot my shot, then I check the. Shoot my shot, then I'm on to the next one. Shoot my shot, no stress when I'm.
I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the. Mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that. My auntie was getting that education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life for such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life for such a dirty game. I'm digging your. She digging me too. We digging each other, the shovel and crew. Prefer to see you and your friend and playing it smooth, breaking the rules, keeping it player the way that I move. I'm too groovy, don't knock on my groove. You used to with you stuck on my shoes. I got set the charter for breaking the rules. Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool. You used to could if you stuck on my shoes.
Hey, how you been, man?
Great game. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Hey, right here. Post him, man. Post him. Baby. I got him. I got him. Trifecta, baby. Right. Hey, breeze all day, baby. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Woo! 3 of them, baby. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Oh, that's good.
Next time, man. Next time.